Support WrestleTalk!
Thanks for your support on Patreon. He's no jackass, Dano. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk SU-SU-SUPERNEWS. I'm Ollie Davis, and today is the one time a year where WrestleTalk and Screenstalker superstars go head-to-head in direct competition to determine the best in the world. I'll be representing WrestleTalk against Screenstalker's El Fakador Laurie Blake, where if Laurie wins, WrestleTalk will be completely assimilated by Screenstalker. The very existence of this channel is at stake. You can watch the showdown at the end of this video. But first, I've got a Mucho Grande show for you today, including some big All Elite Wrestling developments, an update on CM Punk, and two wrestlers requesting their releases from WWE. Click the timestamps in the video description below to jump to any of those stories right now. Also, press the thumbs up button and answer our question of the day down below. How would you fantasy book CM Punk in AEW? Because I'll be replying to people in the comments from out of nowhere. But first, 2019's New Japan Cup concluded over the weekend in what many are hailing as the best installment of the knockout tournament in its history. Usually the cup is a way to elevate new or mid-card wrestlers, with recent years being won by Zack Sabre Jr. and Shibata. Traditionally, the bigger names in the tournament are eliminated early, allowing the focus to be on other talent. But after the exodus of Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes and Kushida at the start of this year, New Japan found themselves needing to rebuild yet again. And with their incredibly important Madison Square Garden sellout show with Ring of Honor just weeks away on the 6th of April, the promotion needed to regain momentum with in-ring wrestling and a New Japan Cup winner that would go on to main event the G1 Supercard event in New York. This meant that the quarterfinals still had such big names as Tomohiro Ishii, Kazuchika Ricardo, Will Ospreay, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Zack Sabre Jr. The final, which took place on Saturday, saw Okada beat Sonada in a 33-minute match. There he is, holding what seems to be a trophy you can win in Mario Kart, setting up an IWGP Heavyweight title match against his former Chaos stablemate Jay White at MSG. In the post-New Japan Cup press conference, several other big matches were announced for the G1 Supercard show, with the event adding Tetsuya Naito versus Kota Ibushi for the Intercontinental Championship, and Sabre Jr. defending his Revolution Pro British Heavyweight title against Tanahashi. The G1 Supercard on the 6th of April isn't just significant for New Japan and Ring of Honor selling out 15,000 seats in just 16 minutes last August, making it the two promotions' biggest show in the US so far, but also because it'll be the first professional wrestling event not run by the McMahon family at Madison Square Garden for the first time since 1960. WWE have suddenly found themselves under attack from multiple fronts on their home turf, the very venue where they built their brand, and come May 25th, they'll also have the first official show from a new competitor to run against. All Elite Wrestling officially announced themselves as a promotion on the 8th of January this year, and have since confirmed a roster that includes co-executive vice presidents Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes, along with former WWE stars Chris Jericho and Neville, who now wrestles under the name PAC. Their first official show will be Double or Nothing on May 25th in Las Vegas, and during a panel at the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo over the weekend, the same city where All In took place, the event that effectively gave life to AEW, Kenny and the Bucks appeared to accidentally make a big announcement right at the start of their talk, rather than saving it for the big finish.
I have not been to Chicago since All In, so this is my first time since All In.
Oh. Hey, Kenny, we should come back, huh?
What? Wait a minute.
I thought we were going to close with this. Yeah, let's actually do what they're saying. Let's do that instead.
Okay, you know what? All In, a show very near and dear to my heart. You know, of course, I had absolutely nothing to do with that show.
Oh, come on, get out of here.
But I would like something to do with All In Part 2, or whatever it is that we call it.
I mean, there's a particular building here that has our damn faces on the plaque on the entrance. Maybe we should go there.
Yeah, we should probably, I don't know, have some sort of loyalty towards them.
Typical indie move, just put all your spots at the start. So All In 2 will be taking place in Chicago, presumably once again at the Sears Center, which is the venue Matt Jackson alluded to when he spoke about their plaque. This corroborates the AEW schedule and venue we here at WrestleTalk originally reported back in February, where our sources said the All In sequel would be called All Out and would take place in September. No official date has been announced for All In 2 yet, but it's speculated it'll be the final pay-per-view AEW puts on before moving to weekly television in October. But who else will have joined their roster by then? If you believe the internet, every single person in WWE. Apart from Dolph Ziggler, he's never leaving. But of all those on the WWE roster, Kenny and the Bucks ran off their top picks.
One male and one female from WWE that you would like to be in All Elite Wrestling, who would it be? I think Finn Balor would be a great option for AEW.
Man, I don't want to contract tamper. Female-wise, obviously, I want Candice LeRae.
That's a great choice. Great choice.
You probably agree with me.
Yeah, Candace for sure would be the girl. Man, I'll go with Kevin Owens.
This is a safe answer because he just re-signed AJ Styles.
Oh, safe answer.
Yeah, that's the reaction I thought. He resigned. Exactly. We can't cheer that. Give me a break. What, are you scared, AJ?
What, you think you're better than us, AJ?
Yeah. But for a female superstar, I'm a little biased on this one, I think, because this is something that came off like the top of my head, because I think she's very talented and also a very kind soul, and that's Kairi Sane.
While Kevin Owens reportedly has a few years left on his contract, and AJ Styles has just signed another WWE deal, the inclusion of Candice LeRae and Kairi Sane are interesting. As Dave Meltzer said on Wrestling Observer Radio, LeRae would also love to work with the Young Bucks, and that while both her and Kairi are under contract with WWE, Omega and the Bucks mentioning them might be AEW's way of showing their interest now for when both women's deals are up. But of course, you can't hold a wrestling event in Chicago without CM Punk to AEW confirmed. Punk was actually at the same event, doing a meet and greet with Omega, the Young Bucks and Marty Scurll for 1 hour tease, where the Bucks had already asked for a sit down and a Diet Pepsi, to which Punk replied, "You're buying, I'm broke as f***." At the Chicago Expo panel, though, the Bucks said this was in no way a hint that Punk would be joining AEW, which is exactly what someone who had just signed Punk would say, but did go on to comment. I wish we were signing CM Punk. I love CM Punk. I think whether or not he's signing may be better to ask him. Or maybe just ask UFC fighter Anthony Pettis, who revealed Punk is still training in MMA to TMZ Sports.
CM Punk is still there. He's doing more of the jiu-jitsu and the rolling, and just kind of the time that he should have spent getting ready to fight is what he's doing. He is still training, man. I don't know what his plan is. I know he's doing some movies and a couple other things, but I'm not sure if he plans on fighting again or what. But I know he's still training. He's in the gym. That dude's a hard worker.
With the formation of AEW sparking a talent bidding war in the wrestling business, with reports that WWE are offering significantly larger deals to any of their wrestlers under contract, with deals expiring soon, to the extent where the Revival posting with a fan in an AEW shirt at a WWE live event over the weekend feels like a big deal. Revival to AEW confirmed. It's odd to see two NXT wrestlers just walk away from the promotion. Stacey Irvin Jr. signed with WWE last year based on his impressive gymnastics background, and in recent months he's been getting a moderate push, winning the one-night Unleash the Universe tournament at an NXT live event in January, being a regular on house shows, and debuting on NXT TV, teaming with Humberto Carrillo against the Street Profits on the 13th of February. But according to Casey Michael of Squared Circle Sirens, he's now left developmental. He was given some time to think about it, but people think he's 100% done. He had what I'm told was a concussion scare, and that's what did him in. All but confirming the news, Irvin himself tweeted about moving on to a new project. Very soon, I will be sharing some major news and big secrets that will help transform thousands of bodies, minds, and energy levels. It's simple. Start where you are, with what you have, and own your goals. I'm in. Are you? wave emoji. And then just the day after, Casey Michael revealed another NXT hopeful had also requested their release, this time Ricardo Miller, who had only signed with WWE in January after coming in from a football background. So apparently Ricardo Miller has requested his release from NXT. He started with Karen Hughes, Sam Shaw and Rachel Evans, had a football background and was picking things up quickly from what I heard. Ricardo Miller to the XFL confirmed. Now it's time to venture into YouTube itself and take on El Fagador once and for all. If I lose, WrestleTalk will be assimilated into Screenstalker. Wish me luck, SWAF Nation. I'm going to need it. But I promise you, I will fight for WrestleTalk with every fibre of my being. And when we wake up tomorrow, no matter the outcome, you'll say, he tried. By God, he tried. Click the video on the right now to see me take on El Fagador. It's been a great few years, WrestleTalk. Let's hope we can get a few more. Where's that elevator button? Here, okay. Click the video. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was WrestleTalk.